and the brachial artery had been opened up, which was why I was bleeding so much. If you're in my life, you know this story. Matter of fact, you might make fun of me for it. But there's a certain way you tell stories. After a while, when something so crazy happens to you, you almost can't believe that it actually did. Tell the story almost like it didn't. So for the first time in a really long time, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened to me August 30th of 2012. So when I became an adult and I learned about nutrition, getting into shape was pretty important. And I had eventually developed a routine of running a 5K every day. And so that day began like kind of any other. And the plan was go for a run. And right when I was finishing my run, about to cross the street to go into my driveway, I realized that coming towards me was a vehicle. And he was not going slow. And there's something about a moment that you are positive is going to end your existence that freezes everything, because that feels like an eternity. I tried to cross the road as fast as possible. It was too late. He got me at least 45 miles an hour, which is what the report said. I believe what happened was when I jumped, I twisted in the air and he hit me in my right leg first. And the only thing that makes sense from there is that I went up the front of the car and either my arm went through the windshield or it took the brunt of impact from something else that saved my head but cut into my arm. And the only thing I really remember from that instant is actually being in the process of falling, but I was kind of spinning. I remember trees going by, but like rotating. It's strange. I hit dirt and I thought, I'm okay. I didn't feel pain. And that was because I was in shock, but I didn't realize that. So I tried to get up. My immediate thought was, I just got hit by a car and I'm okay. And I go to move, and that was when I heard what I remember as a very urgent beseeching, don't fucking move. And I thought, why? Like, why would I not move? Like, I just got hit by a car, but I'm good. Like, I'm gonna get up now. And that's when I look down, and I don't have vivid memories of all of this, but I have kind of pixelated memories that my brain has allowed me to keep. I can remember looking down into my left leg. And when I say into, I mean my fibula had ejected from the back of the leg, and it took a great deal of my lower calf muscle with it. And so that was just a hole, like clear down to, obviously, because the bone had come out. I couldn't move my left arm at all. Of course, I didn't realize at the time that I had broken my scapula, and so there was no moving my arm because my shoulder was broken. I couldn't see my right leg. I couldn't feel it. I couldn't see it, which was concerning. And my right arm had been opened so deep that it shocked me even more than the leg. And this is where my brain starts to protect me from memories a bit. But I've put the pieces back together from what I've been told from first responders and people who were there to witness it. A friend of mine actually witnessed what had happened and came out and had been sitting with me and calling for help. And he was trying to talk me through it and kind of insisting that I was going to be okay. And of course, I was well aware that might not be true. So I remember him asking me for people's phone numbers, and I knew them. So we were pretty sure that I didn't have a head injury. I was becoming aware of something very quickly as I was laying there, and that was I was bleeding a lot, so I knew what that meant, and it was liable to be a while before help got there. So I can remember telling my friend that I wasn't going to make it, and that was okay. And you feel like you're gonna panic in that moment. I didn't. I was more so concerned with just trying to make sure that my friends and my family knew that they were loved. So I was asking him to remember to tell some folks some things, and he was insisting that I was going to be okay. I guess that's what you're supposed to do, but I kind of knew better. And so what I didn't realize was that my right arm had been opened so deeply that the bicep tendon had been just obliterated and the brachial artery had been opened up, which was why I was bleeding so much. And another neighbor of my friend came out, and the two of them actually sat with me and used a whole lot of towels trying to apply pressure and just trying to hold on, or to help me hold on. I reached really strange peace, even though I was laying in that ditch and there were ants moving into my leg, and the life force that was my blood was just pouring back into the earth. Your body knows what it's supposed to do. I think evolution has kind of ensured that, and it started doing those things. So what felt like a lifetime passed, and first responders actually did arrive. First moment I remember really feeling pain was when they were loading me onto the ambulance, because my right leg was there, but it was so broken that it was just twisted behind me. They had actually thought that it had come off and like gotten stuck like in the hood of the car or something, because the car was in the ditch too. And I believe they were surprised when they moved me and found my leg still attached, but also I think most of my ribs had been broken, and I had collapsed both my lungs, my liver was lacerated, and so moving really sucked. That hurt a lot. I think I remember asking them to leave me to die, so it kind of had to hurt, I think, right? Luckily your brain kind of shields you from those memories, because I don't really remember what it felt like, but I do remember being there and that it sucked. But somehow they got me into the ambulance and we started another eternal ride somewhere else, which turned out to be a level 1 trauma center. Thank goodness we were within a 30-minute drive of one of those. And on the ambulance ride, still surprisingly with it mentally, I started quizzing the EMTs about like what the likelihood was that I was gonna die. It wasn't that I wanted to die. That was the only thing that I could do, and I knew it. And so even them telling me I was gonna be okay, I did not believe that. And it turns out they didn't either. We got to that level 1 trauma center, and over the course of what I believe to be a number of hours, I laid in the emergency department. A lot of triage, a lot of different doctors checking different things, and friends and family coming to visit, but what we didn't say to each other was that they were coming to say goodbye. So we just sat there for what felt like forever. Somehow, by some crazy coincidence, call it whatever it is that you subscribe to in moments like that, I made it to emergency surgery, which I think was like a 12-hour thing where they were operating on at least 2 of my limbs. 37 days in the hospital. The first couple of weeks, kind of in and out of consciousness. A lot of drugs that they had me on. And then things started getting a little bit better. My friends being there every step of the way. That sticks out. I remember there was a nurse there. I wish I could remember her name. I don't know. She and I formed a pretty special bond. I spent a lot of nights there not sleeping, and we went through a lot of really kind of rough nights together, just talking. She gave me really good advice. I was able to use that to advocate for myself and my pain medicine that I needed and things at that time. We had a really funny moment that involved a bedpan that I will refrain from telling, but if she ever sees this, it was a great moment. Anyways, in a lot of ways, that's where I started becoming a man, the man that I am today, who is still very much a work in progress. If you are an artistic soul, if you've ever faced anything like this, I'd like to hear from you. What I can tell you now is that was 13 years ago. I'm a 40-year-old man with multiple music projects, a great family. They never win if you don't quit. Anyway, this channel is going to be about way more than music. It's about life. It's about growth. Hopefully mostly about fun. Until next time.